Who among us does not dream of freebies? Who among us does not like freebies? And who among us does not need free money? Do such people really exist? I am sure that among you, my readers, there are no such people, and if they exist, then there are not many of them. And I want to say that it is normal for a person to want to get something good without putting in any effort for it. However, it is not necessarily only about something good. Some people are ready to eat chlorine for free, just for free. Therefore, given such interest in freebies on the part of the overwhelming majority of people, in this article, we will consider all those opportunities, well, or almost all, that we have, using which we can get free money. Is it worth repeating once again that a person by nature is a terrible parasite, a virus, as Agent Smith said in the movie, The Matrix? I think that we all understand this perfectly well. We understand our nature, and denying its negative, but natural for us sides is simply pointless. And therefore, speaking about free money, we are simultaneously talking about social parasitism, or about the attempt of some people to parasitize on other people. And social parasitism is, without a doubt, a negative phenomenon that destroys the foundations of society, but nevertheless, it takes place always and everywhere. Therefore, if not you, then someone else will definitely grab something for free, and you will miss such an opportunity if you slow down and do not catch up with simple things that promise you benefit. After all, only some of us manage to grab it, a freebie, those who know how to find something profitable and take it. Freebies, if they are offered by someone and for someone, are in most cases bait for a lazy sucker, which he bites on very well. It is not for nothing that the number of all sorts of scams does not decrease over the years, because scams grow where there are suckers, that is, on fertile soil. So keep in mind that your love for freebies is well known to those who love suckers, at whose expense many feed, and for this very reason, I recommend that you read this article very, very carefully and slowly. If you miss something, if you don't understand something, then not only will you not be able to earn or get free money, but you will also lose the funds you have. Let's agree with you this way. I'll start with boring, but very useful and guaranteed profitable things, which I personally consider a real freebie. And I'll finish with more adventurous offers, which you can also use to get quick and easy money, but which have much more risks. If you don't want to read about less obvious, but more reliable freebies, then scroll the article a little forward, or more precisely down, but if you are a serious person, I recommend you read it completely. Maybe you won't lose time, but you will get a lot of useful thoughts. Today, many can offer you easy and fast money, especially on the internet. There are a lot of such offers and more. But behind all these offers, there is someone else's benefit, which people pursue by deception. I suggest you do not be idiots, and do not chip in for that false freebie that kind uncles and aunts, overly concerned about your well-being, are trying to feed you, but pay attention to really serious offers, using which you are guaranteed, as they say, to grab yours. Freebies must be sought by yourself. They, like mushrooms, need some effort on the part of the mushroom picker-seeker, without which it is impossible to get them. But do not worry, freebies, or halva as I also call it, freebies, are not difficult to find if you know where to look, and to find them you need to strain not so much your muscles as your brain. Despite the fact that I said that no one will offer you a 100% freebie, it is in the offers of other people that we should look for this freebie first of all. But we must understand that we are not talking about the offers of other people, as such, but about your reaction to these offers, that is, about your competent use of these offers. After all, there is benefit in everything, but you need to be able to separate it from everything unnecessary, like wheat from chaff. Let me explain what I mean. Now, if you are into fishing, then you probably know that some fish can suck the bait off the hook. Basically, they suck the bait that is easy to suck, for example, porridge. Fish, like people, have dumb individuals who eat everything that is slipped to them and as a result end up on the hook, and there are smart individuals who know that there is no such thing as a free lunch, and in this case they understand that a free worm or a free lump of porridge can only be dangled on a hook. But a smart fish, knowing about the presence of a hook, does not deny itself the opportunity to profit from the bait on it, only it does it carefully, skillfully detaching the bait from the hook by slowly sucking it. And it often manages to do this without negative consequences for itself. There is a certain risk in this business, of course. For example, the fisherman sees minor vibrations of the float at the moment when the fish sucks the bait from it and he can try to hook it, but even such hooking is not always successful for the fisherman, while the fish gets its. So this risk is not great, and besides, who does not take risks, as we know, does not drink champagne, or does not have the pleasure of using freebies. So I suggest you suck freebies, including free money, from the hook of those who are trying to catch you with this freebie. But you must understand, and not doubt it at all, that behind everything good and free that you are offered, there is something bad, that is, the very hook that they are trying to catch you with. People will not offer each other anything good just like that, remember this. It is not by chance that I began this article with conveying this wise thought to you, because if you do not learn it, then, striving for free money, you will definitely end up on someone else's hook, or as my father used to say, on someone else's banana, with all the ensuing consequences. So, as for the types of freebies that we can find and suck, that is, consume them without negative consequences for us, it is important to understand that we are talking not only about money, but also about what you can buy with this money. Well, let's say, if you need quick and easy money, free money, to buy a pack of cigarettes, then why don't you think about free cigarettes? Why do you need to weave into your desire to get something easily, an intermediary in the form of money, if there is an opportunity to do without it? The main thing in this matter is the result, and not the way to achieve it, you must agree. So, thinking about how to get money for free, think about the things that you intend to buy with this money, because it is quite possible that you can get these things for free without any money. Let's turn our attention to those offers that each of us can easily use to get a certain benefit. Nowadays, there are many different promotions. When you can buy something at a discount or even get it for free, there are also different tariffs for certain services, designed to interest customers with their benefits. Well, you've probably heard of such things as discount coupons, using which you can buy some product or use some service at a very favorable price. This is a great way to save a decent amount of money and at the same time get something worthwhile. On the internet, reviews of these coupons are very contradictory, but no matter what people write there, in fact, this thing is quite interesting, and I know of cases of successful use of such coupons by some people who bought various goods and used various services at very favorable prices. Discounts on such coupons in some cases can reach 90%. Is this not a freebie? And as for the reviews, they are always contradictory on all issues. After all, there are a lot of fools in our society, and they always do everything wrong, and then blame other people for their problems. You will say that coupons and various promotions, with which you can buy something profitably, are not money, that is, they are not free money. Well, yes, they are not money in their pure form, coming to you from outside, but they are what you could have spent your money on, but did not spend it, or spend it, but very little, and thus saved quite a bit. Isn't that free? After all, easy money can come to you, or it can simply not leave you, the meaning is the same. Let's say that some store is having a sale on winter clothes, and it is spring outside, and in this store winter clothes are sold with a discount of about 50%. Do you need winter clothes in the spring? Probably not, you rather need something summer, but not winter. But after summer, we have autumn, and then winter, and in winter you will definitely need winter clothes, which you will go to buy in a store, where it is sold at a very high price during the season. Well, damn it, isn't it wiser to take care of a sled, not even in summer, but in spring, and buy winter clothes on sale for the coming winter? You will save a lot of money on such a purchase, buying the thing you need, and this money saved by you will be the very free money that you dream of. And what did you think? That free money is only the money that can be collected by some bonus collectors on the internet, or maybe you are counting on finding a cash button on the internet, clicking on which you will enrich yourself with free money. Well, continue to think so until you find yourself on someone else's hook. It's time to move away from those ideas about freebies that are written about in Russian fairy tales, because lying on the stove and farting will not lead you to anything and you will not get anything. Today, businesses, attracting customers, make various concessions to them, offering all sorts of discounts, arranging all sorts of promotions, and so on. You need to be able to use this. You don't need to swallow everything in a row. Learn to suck the bait offered to you from the hook, comparing different offers with each other, calculating their benefits for you several steps ahead, thinking about what benefit the one who offers you something profitable expects to receive, because behind all these offers there are other people's interests. Remember that the one who offers you to buy something on very favorable terms, or even for free, lures you into his trap. But if you think through all your actions wisely before doing them, and take into account the interests of such a fisherman who is hunting for your money, you will be able to pull the cheese out of the mousetrap without getting caught in it. For example, in one of the retail chains, buckwheat was sold on sale, which was very cheap. According to the terms of the promotion, buckwheat was sold at a discount only if the buyer bought other goods in the store for a certain amount. I thought about it, looked at the other goods, compared their prices with prices in other retail chains, found the most profitable goods that I definitely needed or could need in the near future, and bought them for the required amount, and at the same time bought buckwheat at a very favorable price. Thus, I really saved a decent amount of money, which, as you now know, became free money for me. This is my money that I did not spend, which remained with me. And it's not that it is important to me, my income allows me to ignore various promotions and not adjust to them. But why the hell would I deny myself the opportunity to grab a little freebie if it is here, and you just need to take it? I have no objective reasons not to do this. I can give many such examples, but this is the most recent case when I bought something very cheap, not even intentionally looking for any benefit, but simply stumbling upon it by chance. You, in search of low prices on various goods and services, can find out about all the promotions available in your city, held by stores to attract customers, on the internet and take advantage of them. You can also find out about various events, for example, about the opening of a new store or about a sale, during which something is sold at a very favorable price. Such information is published on the internet today with enviable regularity. I know this, because I track it myself as needed. If you seriously take up this issue, then I assure you, you will save a lot of money, which in turn will mean that you got this money for free, you paid it yourself. As far as I remember, John Rockefeller wrote about this in his recommendations, 12 Rules of John Davidson Rockefeller, in which he urged to save money and buy goods at low prices, buying them in bulk, rule number 2. So follow the advice of one of the richest people in the world, and forget about all these money buttons, all these bonuses, magic wallets, and super profitable investments of money, because this is not even profit for you, this is a naked hook that you are urged to swallow. By the way, regarding the internet, do you have a licensed operating system installed on your computer? Do you pay for an antivirus program? And what about various office programs, are they paid or free? If you are a normal freeloader, you should have gotten all these things for free, and don't ask me how to do it. Think, don't look for easy solutions where there are none. Receiving various goods and services for free or at a reduced price is, in fact, getting free money, converted into something you could have spent it on anyway. Keep in mind that the money you don't spend is no worse than the money you can easily get without putting in much effort, because in both cases, the result will be the same, you will get a benefit. As for free money, the easiest way to get it is to convince other people to give it to you. Charity is probably one of the most common forms of taking money from people, in which no claims will arise against you as a benefactor. Of course, for this you need to be able to be cunning, so that people think that you yourself, or some poor children, really need help from kind people, otherwise, no one will believe you and give you money. Let's say, all sorts of beggars, sitting with an outstretched hand, I think, earn very easy money, which can be called free. This is really a freebie, you do nothing, and people give you money. Why they give it to beggars, I personally cannot understand. This is a question from the field of psychology, but the fact is that it is incredibly stupid. The internet is now full of all sorts of charity events, in which people are asked to donate money for good causes. Especially often letters arrive in the mailbox with a request to help someone with money, some disabled person or a single mother. The question is, why on earth should I help someone? Why should I care about one person, if there are about 7 billion people living on our planet, if thousands are born every day and thousands die? In the end, why should I help a person whom I do not even know? What will it change in this world? But, they are trying to convince me that I need to help one specific person, who, you see, has a very hard life, without explaining why he needs help at all. It is just right, like, to help people, and that's it. In fact, there are no disabled people, sick children, and single mothers at all. Behind all these people offended by life, there are quite satisfied with life scammers, deceiving overly sentimental, gullible, and good-natured suckers. And then there are beggars, whom I personally call bacilli, a plague on society that needs to be gotten rid of. Such bacilli crawl around shops and other crowded places, and scam people, trying to collect some money for booze. They just ask to give them at least some money, just like that, because their engine stops or something else. The most interesting thing is that even these bacilli, this scum, are given money by people, and by the evening such a bacillus can already be completely drunk. Why they are given money, again, is not a simple question, although according to Einstein's statement we know that there is no limit to human stupidity, unlike the universe. In general, I think you got the idea. You can ask for money both for good purposes and for everything else, including booze, and in general, begging is a fairly profitable business, and as long as there are fools in our society, it will not disappear. By the way, I have already touched on this issue in my previous articles, and since then, nothing has changed. People have given money to beggars, and they continue to give it. So, friends, ask and you will be given. Asking is not working, asking is easy, and people get used to such a freebie very quickly. You can ask for money without even leaving your home, but using the internet for this purpose, sending letters, spam, asking for help with money, as well as begging on forums and in social networks. And the more actively you do this, the more money you will collect from gullible simpletons. Well, it's not our fault that there are so many fools in our society who are ready to give their money to anyone. The blame should be laid on their parents, who did not raise their children properly, as a result of which they grew up such fools. Well, you should not so much be engaged in re-educating other people, but in begging them for money. Maybe someone will give it to you, just like that, because you asked. A little from everyone makes a beggar a shirt. Is it bad to collect free money in this way? True, in my opinion, but you can ignore my opinion. Such begging is a very disgusting thing. I would never dare to do it. However, one should never say never, as recommended in one of the James Bond films, because, as is known, the categorical nature of our judgments can be erroneous due to their categorical nature. Well, as for the internet, there is another halva, that is, a freebie, in it and outside of it, by resorting to which you can get fairly easy money in a fairly short time. We are talking about games for money, playing which you can win, not earn, but win, very good money, well, or, in case of failure, lose it. This is probably the most common way to get money for free, which has always attracted a certain category of people. In any case, I once knew many slackers who got money for themselves in this way, both on the internet and outside of it. This way of getting money, of course, smacks of adventurism, which I promised to tell you about at the very beginning of the article. After all, what does it mean to win money? It means that someone will have to lose it, right? And are there such people among you who want to lose their money to someone? That's why I decided to write about such ways of getting money at the very end, so that you don't get excited about other people's money, dreaming about freebies, and not thinking that you too can become a victim of other people's dreams of easy and quick money.